Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my goodness, it's been way too long since I've posted my last video. It was probably like 5 or 6 months ago now, and since my last video a lot has changed. Most of you, all of you know, we went through a pandemic and it changed everything, but I feel like it changed the world for the better. I mean, we all took for granted a lot of things, and it made us realize like the importance of family, friends, the social gatherings. So during this time, I've picked up some hobbies, as many of my friends did. A lot of my friends even started small businesses, which has been so cool to see how this pandemic also made us just get into like crafting and getting into doing things that we love, because we finally had a little more time for it, you know. So this video is about my new hobby of plant collecting, and that's just what it is. It's a hobby. It's something that I find super fun. I truly enjoy it, and this pandemic just gave me a little more time. I worked from home for about 2.5 months, so in that time I was able to just enjoy my home more, and I was able to care for my plants. Just wanted to come on here to share my plants with you guys, for you guys to be able to see all the plants that I've collected, how I keep them, how I organize them, water them, and just overall like the care for plants. I am not a plant expert, I just want to say that right off the bat, but I do get a lot of questions. I post about my plants on my Instagram a lot, and I always get the question like, how do you keep your plants alive? Oh my gosh, your plants look so green and so happy, you know. And I am amazed at myself for being able to keep almost 99% of my plants alive. Since March or April, when I started collecting plants, only one has died, and that was because I left to Colorado for a week and it didn't get watered, and that plant definitely needed to be watered every couple of days, and so that wasn't really my fault. Every other plant that I've had has just thrived, and I'll share the ones that have been a little drama queens, a little height maintenance, so you guys can know what to look out for if you guys think about getting plants. And I highly recommend you guys getting at least one plant and just seeing it grow, and you know, you can be proud of keeping something alive. And I do see these plants as something living, as something that, you know, we can all take care of. And people name their plants. I have too many plants to name, so I don't have names for them, but to me they all do have like their personalities and their needs and their wants. So I try my best to listen to every single one of them and pay attention to their needs. And a lot of the time I get questions on like, how did you learn about these plants? And honestly, once I had my eye on a plant, I did my research. I follow other Instagram accounts that have similar plants as me. Plantarina on YouTube has been a great help for me. She's super knowledgeable, but she's also very realistic with plants. We don't all have moisture meters and humidifiers and things like that to keep our plants alive, so she gives really good, easy instructions, and that's really all the plants that I have are easy, you know, easy beginner level plants. I do have a few that require a little more attention, and I'll show you guys which ones those are. Let's get on to showing you, you know, some of my favorite plants around the house. I do have a few here in my room. I'm filming in a cute little corner of my room that I kind of dedicated to my plants. I have a lot of plants in this area. I thrifted this really cute chair and pillow and just kind of made this little like cute cozy area for me to look at every day. And honestly, I don't sit here a lot. It really is just decorative, but I love it, and I love that I can see my plants every day. I open the blinds every morning. I have lots of windows in my house, which has contributed greatly to the success of my plants being alive. Like I open all my windows even if I'm not home. The lovely thing about working from home is that I opened all my windows and enjoyed the light throughout the day. Now that I'm working in the office, I still open all my windows and I make sure that my plants get a lot of sun throughout the day, and that has really contributed to my plants being happy. So I definitely recommend, if you guys want plants, to make sure you have sufficient light. Again, that's another thing that I learned from Plantarina. There's low light plants and there's some that need direct sunlight. And I'll show you guys which plants require a lot of light and which ones don't require as much light. And staying in that topic about light, and one that has actually done very well kind of not near a window, has been my Stromanthe Triostar. So this is my pride and joy. I love this plant. It's a Stromanthe Triostar, and the reason I love her so much is because she has double-sided leaves. Her leaves on one side are so pretty. They have like some pink in them, some green, like the striping is so cute. And then underneath she's got this really pretty red burgundy color. So I love that. I've actually had some new growth here, as you can see. These that are sticking straight up are new leaves, and I see some growing underneath. So that makes me really happy because she can be a little finicky. As you can see here, like her leaves tend to brown, and that's just how they are. Like, you will not have a perfect Stromanthe that's not a little bit brown, just because she gets a little mad that if I don't water her or water her too much, they get brown. So I've kind of let her like chill, and I water her maybe every 1 to 2 weeks, and she's happy. I keep her, I'll show you guys a picture of where I keep her, or a little video if I have one. And it's not right by the window, it's kind of off to the side. So she does get sunlight, but not right by the window like some of my plants require. And next to me is my snake plant, or mother-in-law's tongue. I actually did name my snake plants Sandra because, and not to like offend her because it is called a snake, but because they're so beneficial and they purify the air, and they're just very positive plants. And both Sandra's in my life, which is my mom's name and my mother-in-law's name, both Sandras in my life are positive ladies. But yeah, mother-in-law's tongue, snake plant, and these are amazing. If you guys want to start collecting plants, get a snake plant. First of all, they're super aesthetics. Like, look at this really pretty green marking, like a nice neon as well, and they're super easy, guys. If I remember to water it, it's maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. These are very drought resistant. They don't necessarily need to be by a window, but I do keep mine close by to a window. This one gets a lot of light, and yeah, it's doing great. I usually keep my snake plants in a basket for aesthetic reasons. So you will see I thrifted this basket, and it looks so cute in here. And I did want to show you guys that I don't keep my plants on the ground. This one is really dusty, but I have purchased these like rolly wood stands, so they're mobile. You can move them around, which is important because you do want to kind of rotate your plants to make sure that they're not all getting, you know, one side's not getting all the light, that you distribute the light evenly. So every couple of weeks I'll turn my plants around. Also, like, if your plant is still wet at the bottom, it kind of keeps it off of your floors and doesn't damage your floors, which sadly I have. Another plant that I have here next to me is my, I believe she's an English ivy, and she's huge. She's a big mama, and I got her, and she's just been thriving really well. I keep her here in the corner of my room because she just fills a nice sized area, and she's happy. When she's blooming, she brings out pretty white flowers, and she's just really cute, different. They typically are outside, but now that I've acclimated her to be inside, when I water her and I take her outside, and if I leave her out there, she gets really sad. So it's funny how now she likes it inside. This is what I'm telling you guys about personality. So your plants will tell you what they like, and they will have their little personalities, and they will act out on you if they do not like where they're at, if they're not getting enough sun or water, or too much water. So it's all about just paying attention to your plant. So another thing that I love to do is propagate. So here on my desk, which is right next to me, I keep a propagation station, and I do have a few glass containers around my house. They're actually really cute and decorative as well. I'll show you guys some that I have in my living room. Basically, you just cut cuttings. This is from an ivy apothe, which I will also show you. And I've kept this thing in water, and it has so many roots. I really don't know if you guys can see on camera. Right next to it is another propagation. Looks like a science experiment. But as you can see, this one also has a lot of roots coming through. So these are ready to plant in soil, and you can make a whole new plant. And I have gifted plants to friends for free because they came from a plant I already had, which is really cool. And this is how I got this cheese plant ivy. It was actually from a friend, and they said that these were from cuttings from their plant. And I love these like cool holes in them, and they get so big. This stem was like maybe this big, and now it's getting so long, and I just want it to trail. And yeah, this one I water maybe every couple of days. So next to my cheese ivy, or my Swiss ivy plant, I keep these little guys next to her on my kitchen sink. I have like a little windowsill, and I keep these there. This one was gifted from a friend. It's a spider plant, and the cool thing about spider plants is they grow and grow, and then they also give babies so that you can propagate and make more of. And this is a really cool little vase. It's a head. Some say it's creepy, but I like it. And this is my little 2-inch splash. I have a big one, and I'll show you guys the big one, but this one is so cute because it has pink leaves with white leaves spotted all throughout, and I just couldn't resist getting a little baby version because I thought it was so cute. Another plant that I keep on my desk and I look at every day and every morning is my zebra plant, or also known as an aphelandra, and she is doing so well. She has so much new growth up at the top, and a lot of the leaves here at the bottom started to brown and get really crispy. So I think it was just so much energy goes into the newer leaves that you'll see that the lower leaves of your plants will eventually dry and die and fall out. But that's because they're older, they're making more room and letting more energy go to the new plants on top. If you have a plant and you start noticing like the bottom leaves get really crispy and brown, and you're like, oh no, it's dying. Don't worry, it's not dying. It's just, you know, giving more room for the new plants, the new growth up top. A lot of the time whenever you bring a new plant home, you do have to let it acclimate to your home, and it's totally normal for your new plant to lose a couple of leaves. But because it was in a perfect environment. It was in a nursery where it got plenty of water, humidity, and light. And then you go and you take it into a room that's a little darker. Maybe there's a draft because of your AC. Maybe you forget to water it. So it's going to get a little mad at you. It's going to be like, what am I doing here? And it's going to act like it's dying, but it's not. It's just kind of like getting used to you and your room. And don't be sad if a plant dies on you, you guys. It's happened to me before, so you just gotta keep trying, and you'll find plants that will do so well and that you'll just keep wanting to buy, like my ivies, which are all in my living room. So I will show you guys kind of vlog style. So let's go to my living room. Here, as you can see, I'm opening up my curtains. It's something that I love to take the time to do every day, not only for my plants but also for our home. It just feels nice and bright and airy when I open up my windows. So if you guys have windows, take the time to open them. Even if you're not home, I mean, your plants are still there and they need the light, and I have found that this has helped my plants a lot. So yeah, if you guys have windows, open those babies up. Okay, moving on to the tour. Hey guys, so now we are in my living room, and welcome. This is where I keep the majority of my other plants, so I did want to give you guys like a little walkthrough tour of my plants in my living room. My first one is my Monstera. I love her. She is so cute. She's grown so much since when I first got her. She grows new leaves like every single week. Look at this. This is a new leaf. This is what they look like, and they will unfurl when they're growing. And so I spray her with mist every couple of days, every day if I can. especially when she's growing new leaves, you definitely want to spray your plants with water to help them open up. That's what I have read. So I definitely recommend a Monstera if you guys are wanting to get any kind of plant. Monsteras are really easy. I water her maybe every 1 to 2 weeks. Again, feeling the soil. And yeah, she loves it here by this window. I keep her by this window because it gets a lot of really good afternoon light. The sun sets on this side of my house, which pay attention for that. You want to know what window gets a certain amount of light throughout the day. Pay attention, see what window gets a lot of afternoon light, and put your plants next to it, because my plants that are next to these front 2 windows of my house love it here. So she's been thriving. She grows a lot. And right next to her is my, I believe these are called corn cane plants. It kind of looks like a corn cane, or like a corn plant. So she's gotten really tall. She was actually right below the fireplace mantle, and now she's grown so much and gotten a lot taller, which is really cool. And this is another really good drought tolerant plant that you're gonna want to look into getting, because they add so much height to, you know, a certain area. They have this really nice like wood or root, which is really cute. And right next to my corn cane is this other snake plant, mother-in-law's tongue, and I love her. She's in a cute basket, as you can see here. And I get my baskets either like at the thrift store, Target, clearance area. Dirt Cheap has the best. And then also, you guys, Dollar General. The Dollar Generals that have like the big home section. So always look out for Dollar General because they have great prices, obviously. This is a fake plant. I always get asked if it's real. It's fake. I have some propagations along my mantle here. So again, these kind of add like a cute little like decorative element, but you're also growing roots, as you can see here. So I love that. Again, these are probably ready to go ahead and put in soil and make a whole new one of these, which is my ivy. This is the mother plant. She gives me a lot of propagations. She's gotten very long. You can see all her new growth. I've cut her so many times and she just continues to grow. Let me talk to you about trimming your plants. Do not be scared to trim your plants. If you see that they're getting too long, you can always propagate them. Propagate the cuttings, and they, just like a haircut, love it, and they'll grow even more, and they'll grow actually healthier. So you guys definitely want to be trimming your plants and maintain them. You can also prop these up against the wall so that they like grow on your wall, which is what she's actually doing on her own. As you can see here, she's actually latched on to this wall and she's growing up against it as well as up here. And she even like grew and is now hanging off of this fake plant that I have here. This is fake, and she kind of went in and like started growing out on this side. So it's really cute to see these climbing types of plants. Next, I have this really cute, like, I basically ordered a closet on Amazon, these like mobile closet racks, and I just turned it into a shelf for my plants, which is really cool because I can actually hang like on this. Down below I have just like my plant stuff. So I do have plant food that I'll give them every now and then mixed with water. It looks like this, and this is the measurement depending on how big or small. That's how much plant food you give them. I also have succulent or cactus food. Let it focus. Succulent plant food. So all of these things are just kind of nice enhancements. You know, over time your soil loses its nutrients, so you definitely want to give it plant food. And I also have this Take Root. Basically, it's a rooting hormone powder that helps my propagations. So as you can see here, I have another propagation, and what you do is you'll take the end of your root or your cutting and you'll dip it in the rooting hormone, and it'll just grow roots a lot faster. And next to that, I have this bench that I thrifted, and I ended up putting it here just to kind of elevate this plant so that it's getting more light. So this is a aglaonema, and she's so cute. She's got pink and green throughout her leaves, and her rooting system is actually pink. So I thought that was so cute, and I just love pink and green. Up here at the top, I have, again, the propagation. I also have this really, really cute succulent that was gifted to me. Oh, it's dead. Oh no. I don't know if it needed more water. Oh no. Oh my gosh, she was doing so good. I'm gonna need to get a new plant for this cute little elephant vase that was gifted with love. Oh my goodness, I feel so bad. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Sometimes your plants are gonna die on you and you don't know why and you don't know what happened. I thought I was giving her enough water. I go over here and I spray my succulents maybe every couple of days to a week. Oh no, I feel really bad, but it happens. See, I kill plants too, guys. It's okay. Fiddle leaf. So she has gotten a lot taller. She's a small fiddle. I keep her here by the window and I water her only when I see her starting to droop or the soil gets dry. And she's in this really cute basket that I got from Dollar General. Once again, guys, don't underestimate Dollar General. They have really cute stuff. Next is another ivy, pothos, but I love this one because it has variegation. So as you can see here, when a plant is variegated, basically just means that they have white markings or some sort of marbling on the leaf. Underneath that ivy, I have this, I believe it is I'm blanking on what it is, but I love her. So down below I have some more succulents, and honestly, succulents, like, I tend to not do very well with them. See here on this side, this one's like getting crispy, so, but the rest looks good, and she's actually grown a lot here in the center. She's getting new leaves, so I know that's normal for, like, again, the bigger leaves to kind of start dying off, but she's in a really cute bicycle pot that I got at Dirt Cheap, which was originally from Target. So, and here I have this beautiful girl. She's kind of like purpley gray green, and she's grown a lot too here at the top, which is nice. And she's in this really cool vase that my parents brought back from Mexico, and I do have a few vases here from Mexico. This one is another one that's struggling. Again, guys, I'm not perfect at plants, and this is a succulent. It's doing well. Again, here at the top, it's fine, but for whatever reason it wants to shrivel down here. So now it just kind of looks like a tree. So anytime your plants do that, just take off the dead leaves and just hope for the best. Back here I have another succulent. This is actually like a decorative piece. It's not real. So really it's just this base, and it's actually grown babies, which is kind of weird looking, but that's the situation. So moving on to this area, this is where I keep my stromanthe. So as you can see, she's nearby, but she's not directly next to a window. So if you guys are interested in getting a plant like this, they're fine in the lower light, medium light areas. And I love her because she's next to this really cute ladder with this blanket that actually kind of like goes well with her leaves. And this is a fake plant, a really good fake plant from IKEA. So you guys, don't be ashamed to have fake plants. They are just as cute and look just as real sometimes. So I recommend you getting fake plants as well. And next I have a bookshelf here where I keep my beautiful big ivy. So she's another pothos ivy, and she is full, and I've also made propagations from her cuttings. She's grown so much. She likes it here. She's close by the window, and she is in a hanging basket. A lot of people ask how I water my hanging plants. I have to take a ladder and I have to take her off of the hook and water her, so it can be kind of a hassle, but it's not a big deal. And again, these don't need to be watered a lot either. They're fine being watered maybe once every 2 weeks or so. Next door we have here my giant fiddle leaf fig tree. You guys, she was a steal at Home Depot. I got her for like $90, and let me tell you that these fiddle leaf figs, this is probably like a 6-foot fiddle, she's almost to my ceiling, go for like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I've seen them go up to $300, $400, so really I got her for a great price. However, unlike this fiddle that's been doing fine, she is a diva. Look at the browning that's happened. She's lost so many leaves. I did want to show you guys. She did lose this little leaf, so she'll get brown and angry and start shedding leaves, and I do everything I can to make her happy. I've moved her to this window area, even though obviously I would rather have her in another area, but I put her next to a window so she could be happy. And I also bought this humidifier for her. So basically I keep it at 80% humidity. It releases a warm humid mist constantly throughout the day. So as you can see here, I have it on all day, and it'll just release this mist all day, every day, so that I keep it nice and humid for her. They are tropical plants, so they want to be in a humid environment, and so that's why I bought this. My other plants also benefit from it. Alongside her, underneath her, I kept, just because her vase is huge, I put some other plants by her. And this is the other Splash Mama plant. She's huge. So you guys saw my little mini version, and she is the huge version. Again, I love her spotted leaves. They're pink, and it's just so cute. She grows a lot too. She gets nice and tall, and I love her. Next to her is actually a plant that I'm fostering for a dear friend of mine, and she has gotten so much happier. So yeah guys, that is all of my plants in my house. I do want to get more. For now, these are my babies. I love them, and they're doing well, and I hope that you found this video helpful in some way, getting some tips and ideas, and also knowing what kind of plants maybe you could actually maintain. Yeah, I definitely encourage you guys to have plants in your house. They not only add color and beauty to your home, but you feel satisfaction and happiness, and right now that's what we need. We all need some distraction and some positivity, and feel free to always message me and ask away. Any questions in the comment section below. If you guys are thinking of getting plants or have one that's maybe struggling, I would love to help you guys out. And yeah, look out for a new video coming soon. I have a few ideas in the works. One of the upcoming videos that I know I'll be filming is our washer dryer remodel or makeover. So look out for that. We're getting that started next weekend, so it'll be up soon. Look out for those videos. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for waiting for a new video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.